Up in the air, it's a bird, it's a plane. It's Buck Paulson showing you how to paint the sky. Buck Paulson from Painting with Paulson, the TV series. And what I want to show you today is how to lay in a sky. And what I mean by that is rather than just put the whole thing in blue, and sometimes they'll do that and then they just darken the corners and that's good enough. It's not good enough for us. We'll first start by putting some dark on, which will just represent land down here, because it's not really part of the scene today. Okay, so here's what I'm essentially going to do. Let's use a little bit of different color. The blue is going to be on, and notice the shape. That is not a straight line. It was meant to be, but when you look at the sky, you feel that dome shape because of the roundness of the atmosphere. So that's going to be my blue up there, and the next level we'll have a different color, and we'll tell you what they are as we get to them. Almost parallel, and then the lowest one. So let's start by putting on the top one. This is ultramarine blue and white. I'm using a little walnut oil that speeds up the application. Oh, this is so much fun to do because you anticipate what's going to happen after you blend it. This is put on and then blended it, and showing you the way we blend will be just very helpful for you too. Okay, a little bit more up there. Then we go down to the next one. The next one is phthalo green and white, and it has just a little bit of orange in it. Now here's something I need to tell you. You do not have to use these colors, but if you use the principle of going from light to a little darker to dark, then you'll achieve whatever you want with the colors you select. I'll come right up to the line. They're going to be mixing together shortly, so I don't need to save any line. Sometimes what I'll do is take just a canvas and prime it, which means putting a color on it before I come to this. So if I had a real light blue and I was putting this on, you would say, okay, well, you already have some of the blue, so when you thin it out, you don't have to worry if there's a little light showing, a little white showing through. If a little blue showing through, it's already a part of it. Now the lower part, we have kind of a sunset time, so we're going to have orange and white with just a little, oh, this is red and white with a little umber. I'm using walnut oil to help me thin out the paint. The thing I like about the walnut oil, do you want me to do it left-handed too? Ambidextrous. Is the walnut oil is non-toxic. So I like that aspect. Okay, now I'm ready to blend, create a sky. And the way I find it easiest to do is if you take some of the lower color, this happens to be the orangey one, as we come up and I want to blend those two together, I'll zigzag. It works without too much pressure. It's very mechanically done. When I say mechanically done, that means it's not too creative, it's just done. Blend this up a little further. Oh, I think my first line is showing a little bit there. It's gone now. And make sure that this has a nice blend like that. And then I'll come up to the next one, and of course we'll put the lighter green on the brush and zigzag that into the blue. Those are pretty healthy strokes as far as being They go, you know, quite a ways into each side. I'm going to take a little larger brush. This will be a good one. Okay, first down here, brush back and forth, and when you brush back and forth, you keep that same arch. And then the next one, back and forth. Okay, then you have a nice sky that you can work into. Let's just work into it a little bit. We'll take some color, and this is a little blue and red, and probably a touch of white. We'll put just a little cloud up there, little one over here. It softens in so well, but what I really want you to realize is that because we're showing this appears to be closer to us than a cloud that's down here, which you don't make quite as dark. See, always thinking the values. So this feels further away than this does. And we have time just to put a little light in there. Let's take, this is yellow and white. You're just yellow, and white. We'll have a little stronger sun down there. But I want you to see the relationship of the values of the clouds on the lower area, which you want to show that it represents further away, then it's just a little lighter. Here's the little stronger cloud highlight, because this is near to us. And if I put any light over the lower one, the lights don't change that much. They're quite light, but we'll just have this just slightly down in there. A little light through the middle of the cloud. What do we have? I don't know. Yeah, I do. It's blue and white. So you always want to look at this as having personality. A cloud has personality too, doesn't it? Now I'm going to do one last thing, and that's taking some of this blue. Then you might darken the corners just a little bit more, and it will have a little bit of that enhancing dome shape. Ooh. Okay, there you are. You have a sky. You can do it with great ease and great care. Just have 3 different values, blend them together, have them kind of in a curve shape, and you will certainly represent the sky well for your adding clouds or sun or what have you. See you next time. Good luck.
This program is funded by the North Dakota Council on the Arts, the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, and by the members of Prairie Public.